But for now, let's jump on to something else very important to the Marvel Universe, and that's Blade. Except it's not the Blade that's in development, it's the return of Wesley Snipes as Blade. Apparently it's happening.
Yeah, secret
Boy,
wars.
are we it's going to be crazy to see Wesley Snipes return, especially that continuity and those films were so unique to that time period, right? Like you go back and watch them, it's like especially Blade 3. That's the one that has not aged well at all because various things in it. And
I mean, Blade 3 wasn't aged well when it came out.
it's true. It's true. Yeah. Yeah. So how do we feel about first and foremost Wesley Snipes returning?
I mean, I'm fine with it. It makes sense. Why would you not bring him back?
Like, on one end, I'm fine, but on the other end, I was like, you can keep him gone with how difficult he is.
Yeah. I mean, maybe
they can rein him in. No, I
was gonna say maybe he mellowed out with his prison stint.
No, watch if they do it. They're gonna have to CG a whole entire head because he wanted to wear a bucket.
See what they've done? They've made him happy, right? They've given him like the money offer, but they've taken the taxes off of it. So they're going to pay his taxes for him, so he's going to be happy thinking he's not paying taxes.
This makes sense. Which why he's back. Got to take care of that.
And they're also like, hey, look, here's the CGIs you've been working on for the last 20 years. You can literally sleepwalk through this thing. We don't care.
You're the daywalker and the sleepwalker. It's the easiest job you'll ever get.
See, that's got to be the gag, right? He comes out of a portal or wherever on Battle World with the glasses, takes them off, and it's just like wonky CGIs. And they just play it straight. Like, this is just what this Blade looks like.
Yeah, it's also like about this whole idea of bringing his Blade back, right? It's a known fact that Kevin Feige was always a fan of those films. He really tried to get Blade back to kick off the MCU, but everything fell apart and Blade 3 into rights and everything. So it's taken them long to get their Blade reboot out, but at least they can acknowledge the old universe. And since they're bringing everything into the multiverse and everything, is accounted for and counts for something, it's cool that you can do that because eventually we're going to have a reference, right? It's going to be like Wesley Snipes' Blade is going to recognize that Wade Wilson just so happens to look like Hannibal King, who was played by Ryan Reynolds, right? Like there's a nice little connection there. So, man, I can't believe I remember he played Hannibal King. Why is my brain like this?
See, when I brought up Blade 3, I was going to say, like, he gave us Reynolds as Deadpool. Yeah. And I knew that wasn't right. I was like, I can't remember his name. I just know he was there. I know that movie is the reason why he got Deadpool for Origins.
We need them to also bring back Triple H to make out with the poodle or whatever again. Just bring that into the MCU.
There are some things we just don't need.
We need it. It's going to happen. Yeah.
What we need is someone to come out in that Daredevil and Black Widow show that never happened.
Yeah.
Like the Andy Warhol one, like come out in those suits.
Man. Oh man. Could you imagine? That's what they need though. Like and also when they bring this character back, establish that he existed in one of those other universes. Just be like, oh hey Peter. And it's like, he's talking to Tobey Maguire. It's like, oh,
I was gonna say he's got to be in the Maguire one, right?
Yeah,
it makes more sense.
Have fun with it. Like, I have no doubt we're also gonna find out that the Doctor Strange variant from that universe is like, I don't know. Anybody could.
They were always cameos in the Raimi movies. I can't remember his name.
Exactly. What's his name? Ash Williams from the. Oh my God, how am I blanking out on his name?
I can't remember his name.
Yep, Bruce Campbell.
That's
there we go.
Just have Bruce Campbell be
exactly.
Strange,
have fun.
It hasn't even got to be the actual Raimi ones. It's just a version of the Raimi ones where everything was together. It's fine.
Yeah.
Now whack the Fantastic Four, the X-Men, sorted.
Yeah. I'm excited by this. Like it's cameo. Who cares? they can work it in there. It'll be fun. It'll be exciting. It's acknowledges the old Marvel universe, and Blade 1 single-handedly was the thing that's gave Marvel hope of survival right before they were ready to literally throw in the towel. So
I thought that was the Roger Corman with Fantastic Four.
Oh yeah, how could I forget? Yes, yes. Yep.
What a time that was! Crazy,
right? It's wild times that Marvel almost went out of business, and now here they
look
are.
at it like nearly 30 years later, and who the hell would believe that? No one.
Right? Yeah. It's crazy. Now here's what I really want to know. Along with this, did they bring back the actor who played Blade in the TV series on Spike TV?
Oh, I would, yeah. As long as they're not, like committing a genocide or anything, then
yeah. Because like that series at the end, because of course I watched it. I just love that they tease. He's like, I'm gonna go get my buddy Mark Spector to set up season 2, and then the series obviously was canceled. Yep, it's yeah.
I mean, hey, bring him and make a random Moon Knight looking suit that would fit in that world as well. Why not?
True. Like, have fun with it. It's
just
Secret
pick
Wars.
Up literally every loose end and Easter egg and just chuck it as Secret Wars.
Here's what I'm saying. Secret Wars needs to be like a 4.5-hour film with an intermission at this point. This thing's got to be the ultimate. Just here you go.
I mean, it'll be 3 hours, and most of the stuff is gonna just gonna be like Endgame. It's all in the background.
Yeah,
it's gonna be there. So
like when Howard the Duck shows up, it's like, Howard came out of the portal.
I have no idea how that movie's actually gonna work, but
same. So we'll talk more about Blade when we hear more. Obviously, there's going to be plenty more coming, so stay tuned for Wesley Snipes' return, which I never thought I'd say, but there we go.
His tax returns or his actual return?
Yes.
Okay. Makes sense.